Sean, he grew up in
Barrington guy, right?
He grew up on the mean streets of Barrington. He went to the famous School at Risk, Portsmouth Abbey.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So, he's learned life,
They rescued him there.
School of Hard Knocks right there.
Life under the windmill, yeah.
We really were hard-pressed to get 18 holes in each.
Yeah. He's the president's new press secretary. And he actually, Al, you had posted this on your Facebook page. He retweeted a video from The Onion. Doesn't everybody know about The Onion now that it's a parody site?
Yeah. He didn't know that The Onion was just,
They had a video
comedy.
called The 5 Things You Need to Know About Sean Spicer, where it praised him, yes, sarcastically. So, I mean, either he didn't sit and watch the video, or he didn't get it, or he might be dumb. I don't know.
Pretty sharp guy, everybody says, but he has not gotten off to a great start.
No. First line is in the so-called praise of Spicer, says, quote, Spicer's role, and I'm quoting here, in the Trump administration will be to provide the American public with robust and clearly articulated misinformation.
Yeah.
He retweeted the damn thing.
He retweeted it himself, and he said, nailed it, period. But now
he's backpedaling.
He's claiming that he knew what it was, and it's just self-deprecating.
Yeah. Right. There's more backpedaling in this administration than the MS-150.
Yeah, it was a joke. Yeah, and it was the biggest inauguration ever. Yeah.
I'm very proud of my
Mornings on 94 HJY.
Tom Brady's dad, his criticism of Roger Goodell was so good. It was so well worded.
You kind of wonder sometimes, did Tom have anything to do with it?
Okay, Dad, this is Tom. Coach Belichick wants me to secretly feed you lines through this earpiece for your interview about Roger Goodell, okay?
Okay, son, loud and clear.
Okay, so Dad, just say, quote, Roger Goodell was on a witch hunt.
Roger Goodell was on a witch hunt.
And then Dad say, wait, not now, Giselle. I'm coaching my dad through a live news interview.
Wait, not now, Giselle. I'm coaching my dad through a live news interview.
No, Dad, don't repeat that part.
No, Dad, don't repeat that part.
Oh, Giselle.
Oh, Giselle.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Dad, stop repeating this. No.
Dad, stop repeating this. Oh.
Dad, take the earpiece out.
It's okay, son. I've already heard you getting totally by Goodell for over 2 years. You know what you and Giselle are doing right now kind of reminds me of the night your mother and I conceived you. We,
disgusting. Thanks for ruining the mood, Dad. Jesus Christ.
Cole and Al. Mornings on 94 HJY. There. Out there.
Oregon was apparently one of those folks that has those huge gauged holes in her earlobes. I don't know how this happened, but she had to go to the hospital when her pet snake crawled through one of them and got stuck.
What?
They had to cut her earlobe.
Oh, that is so awesome.
To get the snake out.
That's like the greatest earring of all time.
Disgusting. I get it.
So you cut the woman's ear and not the snake.
Yeah. But it was her pet. It was
Pino was there protesting.
Of course.
Too many questions that I don't want to answer.
Doesn't PETA stand for people eat tasty animals?
I think so. She could turn her ears into a glory hole. That'd be more fun.
Nice.
Paul and Al
That's inappropriate. That's violating a boundary.
on 94 HJY.
Ending session of Stump the DJ yesterday. So we got some highlights for you.
Todd writes, I like my women like I like my golf score. Mid-80s with a slight handicap. Mom, I'm being called gay in school. Who's calling you that, son? A bunch of cute boys. There's a classic one from Rick. A guy walks into a bar and he sees a dog playing poker. Guy's amazed. I mean, there's a dog playing poker. So he goes to the bartender. He says, is that a real dog playing poker? Bartender says, well, yep, as real as can be. Guy says, is he any good? Bartender says, nah, he wags his tail every time he has a good hand.
Okay, so now that Donald Trump has signed his executive order, he's ready to build that wall, you know? I mean, he's already got all the material he needs. As soon as he got elected, half of America started shitting bricks.
That's pretty good. Thanks, man. HJY, go ahead.
Little Johnny wakes up one morning about 2 o'clock in the morning, hearing some noise coming from his parents' bedroom. He walks out, pokes his head in his door, sees his dad on top of his mom. His mom's making all this noise. He walks up, tugs his dad's big toe, says, "Dad, what are you doing to Mom?" Mom and Dad are shocked that they're caught, so they say, "Well, we're going to make you a baby brother." So little Johnny's really excited, goes back to bed, goes to school the next day, tells all his buddies, "I'm going to have a little baby brother. I'm going to teach him how to play marbles and everything like that." Later that day, Dad comes home, sees his son on the front steps crying his eyes out. Dad sits next to him and says, "Son, what's wrong?" Says,
the postman ate my baby brother.
Oh, I was going to say Uncle Jack came over and Okay.
Good one.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Time now for the winning joke on Stump the DJ.
Yeah.
And it's Todd. Hey, I just read Trump's book, The Art of the Deal. It had 4 Chapter 11s.
Cole and Al, mornings on 94 HJY.
How do you stop panhandling in Rhode Island? How about fining the generous motorist who rolls down the window to hand the money? That's the idea behind a bill introduced by Cranston Democrat Charlene Lima.
Wow.
It proposes a $75 fine for anyone who stops a car to give money or other items to someone outside. Fines would rise to $150 for a second offense and $300 for a third. What? Who cares? If I roll down my window to give somebody something, like I will drive around with extra women's clothes in my car that I don't wear anymore.
So do I, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, but really.
I think it's a public safety issue.
Yeah, because when you stop, the guy behind you might run into you.
Hey, now, could I get a fine if I stopped and I handed my license and registration out the window to somebody?
Oh, yeah, you automatically lose $75 then.
I just don't get it. I mean,
No cop is going to
Write
fine
that
you
up.
anyway.
That's unbelievable,
Yeah.
by the way.
Grouchy cop will.
Yeah, but why would you even bother? Because this lady got stuck behind somebody being charitable.
That's
like,
exactly it,
knock
right.
it off.
Right.
Knock
She had to wait 5 extra minutes in her Range Rover before she got to wherever she needed
5
to go.
seconds.
Handlers anyway.
What?
Oh, don't go down that road.
Money and buy booze and
Sure.
drugs with it.
What do you think I'm going to do with it?
What will you do? It a little more regulated.
That's my money.
That's
It's my booze.
Just because my cocktail comes in a martini
And I really
glass
like the way you
doesn't-
just lump everybody in. You know, why don't we leave the Muslims out of the airports while we're at it, Jim Short?
Well, I mean, if you're, I know first-hand experience that it's a scam. Go give your money to Amos House and have them help the people who need the help the most.
Well, Amos House isn't out there with a big sign that
Yeah,
says,
and you know what? I
willing to
stopped
work
in front of the
for
Amos
food.
House. I got a ticket for $75. Okay.
Paul and Al. God, you're pathetic. 94 HJY.
Birthday, Kev.
Thank you very much.
It's Kevin's birthday today.
I love people saying it to me, but thank you very much.
Oh, remember when he was just a little rapscallion stunt boy, and now he's all grown up. You know what's really pathetic, Kev?
What's that?
The only
The fact that we're all working here.
No, the
after
tribute
all these years.
The tribute song for you, the only one, is a Nickelback song.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
sad.
God.
That is
All right.
sad.
Well, we're going to dedicate this to you,
Thank
birthday boy.
I'm through with sitting at home with my video games and I want to make prank calls and talk to comedians. Interviewing the whores on Pine Street where I want to be.
Whores giving away. Prostitutes selling.
I want a radio job in the ghetto house crib and a station van I can measure penises in. A ruler and some rubber gloves, that'll be enough for me.
Oh my God, that's horrible. There's nothing there.
I'll need a nice health plan that's got no limit, cause the stunts they give me will have danger in it, like some crazy paintball guys going point blank on me.
Stop it!
I'll take my microphone into bathroom places, watch the frightened looks on all the men's faces when I ask them uncomfortable questions when they take a pee.
And I'm just looking at the size of your package, and it's small.
I'm gonna do what it takes, even dress like a gal, so I can go on the air with Paul and Al. 'Cause we all wanna be a big stunt boy, getting paid to bust chops and to annoy. The ratings are great, but the boss is cheap. They'll give me Dunkin' Donuts coupons so I can eat. And I'll get into fights with the wrestling stars. They'll give me bumps and bruises bruises and wicked scars. I'll do anything, yeah, that's my plan. Even travel in Massachusetts to marry a man. 'Cause, hey, I wanna be a stunt boy.
Stop it! Stop it!
Kev, still hurt. Thanks for the years of taking so much crap for us, man.
Paul and Al, mornings on 94 HJY.
Social media is buzzing for a boycott of the Classic Cafe in Providence after a waitress was fired. Not your everyday waitress. She's also the state rep from the Smith Hill District, Moira Jane Walsh. She's 26-year-old. She's a single mom who's worked there for 8 years. She just beat a long-standing male incumbent in her outspoken politics, especially for the poor. Apparently rubbed the owner the wrong way. No official comment from him yet, but that seems... I would say a little shisty. I mean, come on. 26-year-old single mom, you're going to let her go?
And, you know, what's the percentage of state reps that are not lawyers?
Wicked
right?
scumbags. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Lawyers.
Well, they're not all bad. They're not all bad. Some of them
wear a really bad toupee better than others.
I have never seen more of that than the Providence courthouse that I've ever seen in my entire
Unbelievable.
life.
What is it with toupees in this state?
I don't know. And the other lawyers think that they're trying to dress up to be Mick Jagger. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
And on a windy day, it could be fun in front of the courthouse.
Yeah, you know, bad lawyers, bad mayors.
And judges not
bad
wearing
theater
pants
owners
underneath their robes. So make sure your phones are on around the courthouse today.
Paul and Al, mornings on 94 HJY.
New survey found only 27% of men and 11% of women say that they're having sex or watching porn to relieve stress. We're more likely to try to relieve stress by talking with friends.
Talking dirty.
Yeah, that would be better, right?
Or putting your fist through a wall. Is that on there?
I like that one.
Or posting political things on Facebook.
Oh,
that's always a stress
That's
reliever.
a good one.
Yeah.
Didn't make the top list, though.
Oh, okay.
What can I say this? Self-help books, eating comfort foods, and playing video games. So we'd rather eat ourselves to death and play video games than have sex. Okay. Does anybody see a problem here? No?
Well, you need a partner for sex, right?
Well, not necessarily, Al, unless your partner could be your right or your left hand.
They both had a headache last night.
What an excuse,
That's why
right?
Al's always pouring booze on his hands.
Yeah, to get him drunk.
What do they call that when you sit on your left hand, the stranger? Right?
Paul and Al
Whenever I'm watching your show, you give me wood.
on 94 HJY.
Hey, thanks for listening. So Roger Goodell talked to the press, and of course the big issue is if the Patriots win the Super Bowl and you got to hand the trophy over, how is that going to go? As a matter of fact, Goodell is practicing that as we speak.
Okay, Roger Goodell Lombardi Trophy presentation rehearsal in case the Patriots and Tom Brady win the Super Bowl. Here we go, take one.
Congratulations, the Lombardi Trophy is going back to New England.
Okay, good start, Roger, but let's try it with a little less sobbing at the end. Take two.
Congratulations, the Lombardi Trophy is going back to New England.
Okay, I don't know if you noticed that, Roger. You kind of screamed in rage and frustration and humiliation. Let's try one more.
Congratulations.
Okay, he's urinating himself. I don't think he can do this.
Paul and Al, mornings on 94 HJY.